This is going to be a movie review for The Void, which came out in 2016. Yeah, 16. So, this movie is a horror movie that involves cultists, definitely some Lovecraft, Cthulhu influence. Um, the trailer says a tribute to John Carpenter. I could see that. Although yeah, it's missing John Carpenter's flair. That's for sure. Um, I just found the movie kind of boring. Honestly, it's kind of like, when is this going to end? And it's only like an hour and a half. It's just generic. I've seen this kind of movie many times. Like, yeah, like The Thing, Prince of Darkness. You know, Dead Space 1 and 2, definitely. I mean, so like Alien, but it's not in space, but there is kind of a connection to space. It has the cultists. It has, it's a dark night. You don't know what's going on. There's this drug addict who is caught by this cop, and you don't know what's going on. He takes him to a hospital. The hospital gets surrounded by cultists. People start killing themselves or killing others. So it's kind of just a generic kind of horror movie. It has two directors. Apparently, they worked with Del Toro for art direction on Shape of Water, and they said they were inspired by Del Toro, but it's missing, like, Del Toro direction or John Carpenter direction. So yeah, um, it was crowdfunded, and I will give it this. The trivia, hardly anything in the film is CGI. Almost all the monsters, gore, etc., are real effects created by the team behind the movie, and it looks great. There's a lot of good effects. The first third, I was kind of like interested, but then it just kind of, okay. This kind of went where I thought it was gonna go. So, um, I guess we'll go into spoilers now. So there's in the beginning of the movie, there's this guy. These guys are beating him up. They're gonna light him on fire. He gets away. A cop sees him. He takes him to a hospital, and then, a little bit later, a nurse, like, I think, does she kill someone, and then she cuts off her face, and then the cop sees this. She's gonna go and attack him. He shoots her. Then another cop gets there, a state trooper, and he takes his gun, which is apparently what happens if you're a cop and you're in a shooting. I don't know. Um, and he takes his gun, and and then later the doctor in the place. Oh yeah, then they chain the drug addict guy to a table. He starts screaming. You go in there, and I think it was the nurse's body, or I don't know. All these tentacles are coming out of it, and a monster is going to try and eat the drug addict guy. They get him out of there. They start shooting at the monster thing, which is definitely like The Thing, you know. Um, and then the drug addict guy gets a knife. He kills the doctor, and later you learn that the doctor is the one behind all of this. He went crazy because his daughter died. So he's like, I want more, I want to know what's out there or something. A little bit of X Files. Probably some X Files episodes kind of like this, just done better, I'd say. Um, the doctor gets killed. His body disappears, and the deputy's wife is a nurse, and you learn that if like maybe 6 months before the nurse she was pregnant, the baby died, and I guess they're separated, and the nurse gets kidnapped by the doctor, and she's gonna have this tentacled kind of baby thing. I don't know. I just wasn't into the movie. I just felt it's very generic, and maybe it's the direction is just kind of flat. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I don't think it's a terrible movie. It's definitely got some good gore effects and stuff like that. It's just I just didn't care pretty much. Um, so one of the directors directed Psycho Gorman. Um, or he's one of the directors on Psycho Gorman. I haven't seen that movie, but that movie looked like a lot of fun. I should watch that. Yeah, how many directors are on that? Okay, it's just him. So one of the directors directed Psycho Gorman. That looked pretty good. But yeah, it's just a little kind of generic. It's crowdfunded. It's shot in a old high school, and the cultists look kind of cool. They're like all in white, and they have this diamond on their head or a triangle. The filmmakers say they intentionally left the Black Pyramid and much of the cult a mystery for viewers to use to their own imagination and create their own explanation. Huh. It contains plot references to John Carpenter's underseen 80s apocalyptic horror gem Prince of Darkness. Yeah, that's what I just said. And I mean, it's just kind of generic, like a little bit of like, it's unexplained what's going on, but like there's this Cthulhu Lovecraft thing. Yeah, the idea can be seen the characters under siege by a cult, right? That's in that. They're like outside of that's like a church. This is a hospital. A confined environment containing a supernatural entity and a portal to another world. A lead character sacrificing him herself by pushing the evil entity back through said portal. Yeah, definitely. So I don't know if you haven't seen a lot of those, you may enjoy this more than me. Um, I'm just kind of like, okay, I could just go back and watch those. And Prince of Darkness is directed by John Carpenter, and The Thing is directed by John Carpenter, and he's one of the greatest directors of all time, I'd say. So yeah, and the music's way better in a Carpenter movie, obviously. I mean, he did the music of Prince of Darkness, but The Thing is Morricone, but he's basically doing a Carpenter theme. Yeah, the music in this, I don't even remember it. It's, it was there. It's not that great, I'd say. So, just before the credits, an unfinished giant black pyramid can clearly be seen center screen in the black cloud sky on an alien planet. Although the pyramid is completed, during a moment, a sunray cuts the pyramid by the head, resembling as seen on the back of a U.S. dollar bill. Ooh, so so creative. I don't know. Wasn't a horrible movie. Just you know, not amazing. Designs influenced by The Thing in '82. Yeah, supporting character. So, Kenneth Walsh, Dr. Powell, is a supporting character in two films with Kurt Russell, Miracle and Art of the Steal. Welsh is also in a remake of one of Carpenter's films, The Fog, which okay. So the evil crazy doctor is in the remake of The Fog, and a Kurt Russell movie, Miracle. That's like hockey. Um, well, it's better than the Fog remake. I'll give it that. That movie is one of the worst remakes ever made. Um, don't watch the remake. Just go watch the original, The Fog Carpenter. Much better. You'll have a much better time. And I think the Fog remake has a bunch of CGI fog that looks terrible, especially now. Um, but yeah, and then the guy's wife is going to give birth to this tentacle baby, and then at the end of the movie he pushes the guy into the void, and then it's him and his wife holding hands because I guess she went into the void when you die. I don't know. Um, the first third of the movie I was kind of intrigued, but then it just kind of went the way I thought it was going to go, and they don't really explain the cultists that much. Like they don't even like get one, knock him out, take off the hood. I don't even think you ever see that. I kind of wanted to see that. Like maybe they could get one, knock him out, him or her out, and then take the hood off and interrogate them. But the druggy guy kind of explains a little bit of it. But um, anyways, yeah, just not into it. Definitely Dead Space, Resident Evil influence, and probably many other video games. But that's about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that's it.